I hope this review ages like milk and I look like an idiot. This is gonna be my reaction review, I guess review, I don't know. Spoilers, sort of. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in this episode. This felt like filler. Where to even begin? You know, as soon as the show started with a 16:9 aspect ratio, I sort of knew where we were headed. You know, it feels like they got rid of a lot of the mystery in this episode, like most of the mystery. Not that this was necessarily, you know, this isn't like Get Out level writing. There were some fun, you know, like, hey, maybe Wanda is controlling the world. Maybe she's not controlling the world. She is. She's controlling the world. They said it multiple times in the episode, just in case you weren't paying attention. They also said it at the end, in case, I don't know, you missed the first 29 minutes. They were like, hey, here's exactly what happened. I'm a little curious if they actually do have a real answer for why Wanda's doing this, because the answer they gave in the show so far was just that they don't know. It's like, yeah, just sort of happened. So, you know, we've got a few episodes left. I would assume that they have a better answer to it than that. It sounds like they had a pretty big plan, so I'm willing to cut them some slack there. Hopefully that's still headed somewhere. This was 30 minutes of people just like your friends explaining what happened in the show for the first 3 episodes. If you just like hadn't tuned in yet, there's like literal clips of just Jim from The Office and Kat Dennings watching WandaVision. We saw it. We saw all of this. Like we you have to have had some suspicions of what was going on to this point in the show. But there's a difference between having those suspicions and literally having someone tell you like, oh yeah, no, all of that's true. Here's what happened. It's Wanda. It's definitely Wanda. It sort of felt like there was stuff in this episode that they explicitly showed that they didn't have to. The guy in the bee suit, right? So there's a point in the episode where they show them going into the, you know, sewer or whatever to like get into the town. We get it. Like, that's what happened. Like, then they literally show them going through the sewer, coming up, showing the literal clip from the first episode of that happening. And it was just like, if you've been watching the show, you don't need this. The whole point, partially behind these shorter seasons, is to limit filler. Did they jump the shark? Is this saying applicable here? I think part of the problem too is that this felt really Marvel-y. Like there's a lot of their old tropes, a lot of the dad jokes, a lot of the snarky comeback from character A to character B. Character B is a little bit stupid, I guess, despite the fact that they have a wildly high-ranking position. I felt like we got away from all that, and like we were getting something different for the first few episodes. Sort of felt like one of the suits walked in after seeing the first 3 episodes and was just like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not getting it. Could you? I don't want to impose. Would you guys mind making an entire episode detailing everything for me and just complete exposition dumps? Because that's what we got. We got a 30-minute exposition dump. There's literally parts of this episode where their characters are saying the like the memed into oblivion phrases of like, so you're telling me that it's actually this, and this, and characters are like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I liked the mystery. It feels like a lot of the mystery is gone. There's an episode coming up, I know, because we've seen like trailers, and they put some of the footage in the trailers of Vision wearing like the original Vision outfit. It's some sort of Halloween themed episode, it seems like. Feels like that should have gone before this. This was a big reveal, and they gave it away 4 episodes in, I guess halfway through the season. This would, I guess, technically classify as like a mid-season finale. It didn't really hit that much, except for like the last couple minutes where Wanda, like, she sees dead Vision. She has a vision of dead Vision. Which is really jarring to see. That to me would have hit a lot harder if it had happened randomly in one of their cute innocent episodes where just like it cuts to Vision and he's fucking dead. Infinity Stone's been ripped out of his head and he's all gray and brown and whatever. And then it like cuts back and he's normal. Seems like that would have hit harder. It still hit, you know, it just felt like, yeah, we got something in the last couple minutes, but up until that point, it's kind of just, you know, Randall Park and Kat Dennings telling us exactly what's happening. And when they weren't doing that, they're just watching the show. I don't know. I'm emotional because I really liked the direction the show seemed like it was headed. I know I'm overreacting, and like now I'm worried about Doctor Strange being allowed to get as weird as it was supposed to be. Marvel doesn't really take a lot of risks. This was a risk, and it feels like they took the risk for 3 episodes. Feels like they got to the edge of the diving board and they looked over and they saw how high up they were and they were like, I'm not gonna jump, not gonna jump. I know, maybe this isn't a great take, I don't know, but I'm emotional. I get emotional about television. I disagree with the direction they took so early on. This feels like they could have milked the intrigue and what was happening for at least another episode. Maybe they thought they were gonna lose people, I don't know. These are already 2 pretty obscure Marvel, like if you're watching this show, you're just a Marvel fan, right? Like, these are pretty obscure characters. It's like Captain America is not in this. Iron Man's not gonna show up. The ending was cool. You know, there's some cool stuff there. Vision is very aware. That's the other thing we got, you know, Vision's very aware that none of this is real. He had his suspicions, but just like the rest of us, his suspicions were completely answered because now he knows for sure. So I guess he's gonna have to play along. It's interesting. I don't know if it's interesting in a good way, but I guess we'll see. I hope this review ages like milk and I look like an idiot in a week when the show just like goes all in on this weird Black Mirror Twilight Zone concept, but it felt like they were there and then they got nervous, backed away, and now we're back to normal Marvel. 16:9 aspect ratio. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe if you like me ranting about TV and movies. See you guys in the next one. I'm out.